Very low, brother.
And I'm
Sun's
out.
very low.
And I'm out.
Come on, touch my hand.
I'm out.
Sun's very low.
I need a cigarette. I need a fucking cigarette.
We call time.
Fucking gaffer tape my mouth. I need a cigarette. I'm fucking one postcode away from where I live.
Big Garage, episode 20.
Good job, LT.
Unprofessional motherfucker.
Oh.
You fat bastard.
Look at his head.
Started
Like an orange on a
Fucking sack of shite. So we're on Fake Garage, episode 20, 21, 23, doesn't matter.
Big Garage, episode 20, part 1, take 1, action.
We're back
For the final
for the last time.
So sad, man.
Maybe. Who knows?
Are we announcing it? Just tell the world
Announcing what?
right now.
Tell the world.
Tell the world.
What, tell the 92 people that watched our last video. End of episode!
You're so negative, man.
No, I'm not, mate.
You
There's 92
draw
people,
the
mate.
positivity out of me. I was happy when I
there's
came
92
in.
people. There's people that are watching.
If you got
But
me
to-
on this time, we get a few more views, don't worry. We'll have a bit of controversy.
Oh! Well,
Very big.
well.
Very big.
And we'd like to thank Pricey for coming.
See you later.
all I'm going to say on that is the video with Pricey had 1,000 views,
Yeah.
but then, ooh, spooky, dropped down to 955.
Really?
It's
Do,
Price
do,
that
do.
was watching it.
Conspiracy.
Cue X-Files music. Like, what's causing that?
Well,
It's NASA. There's NASA scientists. Fuck spaceships.
Nothing in the
Prices.
NHS, mate.
Pricey's fucking putting this to rights.
They've nearly got
Download.
1,000 views.
Reduce those views by 45.
That'll do.
Drop the views. Drop those views. So yeah, I'm not sure what the plan of action is tonight.
Let's chat.
Are you going to introduce your guests?
Everybody knows you.
So introduce guests. Everyone knows.
If they don't know you, they ain't been watching. So fuck you.
No, you haven't been rapping at
Way
me.
to get viewers there,
I
Stef.
didn't remember that, no.
Okay, so we've got LT Stefan, the second grade Stefan. It's like light version, less power, but it's alright.
Less power.
You didn't
Yeah.
mention melanin
For
this
what?
time either.
What do you mean less power?
Everything. Like I'm more
I'm
powerful.
confused on that. Less powerful.
I get along ahead more socially than you do. don't I?
Ooh.
More socially. Nobody knows you.
But I'm more socially acceptable.
Everybody says, is that Stefan or the other one?
They say,
You're
it's
the other
Stefan,
one.
Stefan or the dark one. That's
Follow
what I'm saying. Stefan or the dark one.
All I'm saying is it will be in the same fake garage. It will still be with Jack, and we'll still have a Stefan.
Are you sending for me? Because it ain't gonna end well for you. You know it ain't. And we have Charlie,
Hi.
or Tinder Girl, as most people know her.
You can get her on Tinder at Charlie Marks on
See,
Tinder. That's where you
I
can find her.
spoke to you again.
Exactly. I feel very entrapped at the minute.
Okay.
You're mediating.
Gillette.
Best a man
And-
can be.
The man, the one and only Mr. Paul Price.
The man, the myth, the legend, the conspiracy theory.
Truth seeker, I prefer, but you can call it.
Truth seeker. Ooh, I like that.
You can just make that up. That's like a thing.
You don't like conspiracy, it's just what people... No, we don't like
Seeking those truths.
Seeking the truth, yeah.
Seeking
What was the first term
truth seeker?
before that?
Conspiracy theorist, but
Conspiracy theorists.
Nutcase.
Theorising.
Nut job. Mental Mickey.
Get nut job a lot. Loony.
There's no genders. You can be male, female, any or none.
I'm from Desmond, a.k.a. Desmond Is Amazing.
A little subject I'd like to hear people's opinions on, something that I've had a bit of debate with a couple of my pals about recently, is that little Desmond fella. I think he's called Desmond Is Amazing. He's been on the circuit, I've had a couple of documentaries about him and bits and bobs, but he's recently now got to a stage where he's that famous, and he's basically a 10-year-old drag queen. He's a boy, dresses up as a girl sort of makeup and that. His mum fully supports it. He's literally getting...
It's an art form, but carry on.
Whatever's floats your boat, it's cool. My dad wouldn't have had it personally, but... I'll carry on.
My dad would have been like, yo, Steph, take that art off your face.
Pricey, on that, that's interesting. You saying my dad wouldn't have had that, because then I suppose the argument is parenting coming into it as well.
Well, listen, I'll tell you what my dad used to say to this. He'd see anything. He'd see anything like, sort of like one of them trans dressing people or something like that. And he'd say to me, he'd go,
You made up a new name.
You say what you mean, and then I'll
Speak
just
the truth.
correct it.
Right.
So
And he literally just, my dad's a northerner, so he's just dead straight away. It's from Sunderland, yeah. Everything's just straight for the thingy. And he'd see something on telly, like someone cross-dressed him or someone would be like, he'd just be dead straight, no film, I'd just be like, you and Tom ever start that shit, I'm fucking off to Spain.
Do you know what? I think that I'm a full supporter of LGBT, and my favourite programme in the world is RuPaul's Drag Race, so I'm really... Alright. Let's go watch fucking Top Gear, because we're masculine.
Oh, we'll
No.
have to have part 2 and 3 with this episode. Charlie can see,
And I do fully support it, because I think the problem with it is that drag, people automatically sexualise it. Now that's not the point at all. It is a 10-year-old boy, his freedom of expression is, it's an art form, and it's not just, I want to dress up as a woman. Drag is an art form. Okay, you watch a drag queen.
Where's his old man?
I don't know.
Where is it?
Down the fucking
I know the documentaries, you only ever see his old dear, which is also on the elevation. His old man's there going, yeah, it's great having when he was 3, I bought him a baseball bat. 4, that's American football. 7, I bought him fucking stiletto.
Pricey. So like, sort of on that point you're making there, it's sort of the parenting side of things.
Yeah.
So we've got a child that's, for all we know, doing what they want to do. So it's sort of like the
But
conditioning.
let me
kind
tell
of
you how it
thing.
was with me. You see, let me tell you something now. You see, when I was a nipper, yeah? My mum used to do tap dancing, yeah? And I loved the sound of these tap dancing shoes on the kitchen floor, yeah? So I used to be, sometimes when my dad would come in from the pub, about 4, tap dancing in the kitchen. Listen to this. But do you know what I think about it? Do you know what I think the main problem is with it? Just don't even really draw attention to it. It's almost, to me, it's like it's an attention-seeking thing, some of it. That's what I have a
So
problem
what you're
with,
saying, the issue isn't with the
Do
whole...
it, carry on, I'll grow out of it.
The issue isn't 10-year-old dressing in female clothing doing that thing. It's why does everyone have to hear
the
about it?
difference is...
I think...
No, hang on, I was asking Price. Oh, no, I was asking
The
Price.
difference, it's a mad thing for me, because the problem I actually have with this now, this is sort of okay, right? If he's genuine into makeup, yeah, he's with a couple of boys and they've got a couple, and they're doing it in a little room here now. This is when I start wanting to act up a bit. Is when he's now in a male nightclub. Now here's what I'm going to say. It's a gay nightclub. Now for me,
He's 10 years older than me. Hang on,
he's 10 years old. He's in a nightclub at night. Listen, he's in a nightclub at night. But hear what I'm saying.
He's in a nightclub.
Yeah,
Hear
it was a
and hear me out. Hear me out now.
Mediating!
One conversation.
Wait a second.
This is really important because if the point about a gay nightclub is this, let me tell you now, for someone that works in nightclubs and's out DJing all the time, things like that, yeah, most of this nightclub shit is about sex. Let me be God's honest truth with you. Most of it of dressing up and going, I just want to look nice, it's about male to female connection so. If you've got a gay club, that's sexual preference. That's sexual preference. So now you've already...
Nightclubbing and going on nights out is about finding a partner.
It can be,
Hey,
yeah.
can I
So
try
now
it?
what's a
Getting
10-year-old
into
boy?
teens.
What's that 10-year-old boy doing
In
in
a
a gay
nightclub.
nightclub
Can I
getting
ask that
money
question?
thrown at him?
Can I
Pranks like
ask-
that?
wouldn't
can
even
I
Wait,
answer
let
that
Charlie
question?
answer the question. Go on.
Can I answer that question? So the difference between, so if you look at gay clubs, whereas if you've got drag acts, so 9 times out of 10, the clubs that have drag acts, they will, it will be a certain clientele. It's people that Vans. It's a certain clientele that will go to that. It's not. I don't want to say it's not about sex, but it's. If you're going to a drag act, you're going to see the drag act. And the thing is, we say, oh yeah, he wants to dress up in girls' clothes, he wants to wear makeup. No, drag is an art form, okay? It's about singing, it's about dancing, it's about performing, it's about comedy, it's female impersonation. It's not about, oh, I want to be a girl. It's an over-exaggeration of female impersonation.
Can I answer?
Go.
Let
Let
me just say something quick, right? I'm good. Let me just say for the record, I'm cool with everything. If you want to do what you do, do what you do, yeah? But
Yeah.
it's not bullshit.
That's the most bullshit line I've
do
ever
what you
heard.
do, you know, just.
As long as it ain't hurting her at detriment to
as
someone
long
else.
as
Yeah.
it-
Yeah, in the privacy of your own bedroom.
I don't
Everything-
even mind it. If it's out on the road, whatever, I don't even care. Fucking do what you do, yeah. What I think though is in a way it's sexist, yeah. Because if it was a young 10-year-old girl in a nightclub surrounded by men, yeah, you have to remember that this isn't just a drag act, right? You've got a 10-year-old performing in the club, surrounded by people who find the same sex attractive, dressed in quite sultry shit, yeah? Now, if it was a 10-year-old girl in a club full of men, there would be a serious fucking problem with it,
Yeah.
yeah? But because...
Let me.
Pardon?
I'm not-
Wait, before we do anything,
Dancing and
if there was
there
anything
is-
else,
there is
what
seriously-
LT just said, there would have been a like that.
It-
I didn't realise the whole thing was he was in a nightclub.
Not this. Let me
not
listen.
all
Let me
the
progress
time.
this. Let me
No,
progress
I'm not
now.
saying that. But I'm saying
This is what's
not
happening
all-
now.
Not all
Let's
the
get the
time.
facts.
This is more important
Yeah,
now.
facts.
So that happened, yeah? That come out, and that one got like whatever sort of brushed under the carpet. Then two things have happened since that. The second one that happened then is him stood with a drag queen. It's a fully grown man, yeah? In a video with them talking about doing ketamine. And the little kid goes like this. And then the third one that's come out now is him with another drag queen, a photo that's come out,
Naked.
and the drag queen man is naked next to him. Yeah?
So,
Now-
but then
now-
this
so
is
now it's
More
not
problem
just
with this
that.
is
now-
that over-sexualisation
Wait.
of kids.
Now let's take it back to Charlie. So
No.
what do you think about what he's just doing?
I didn't know that.
New
So
information's come to light.
yeah, no. So what I didn't know that. I mean, I know who you're talking about, and there's a fair few of young kids that have gone into.
There'll be more and more
drag.
women now because he
And-
started a school
Isn't
for
this a
them.
Yeah,
different?
and
This
then-
is a
and then-
different debate now,
and-
isn't it? This is a different debate we're having. Sorry, Charlie. I just wanted to say that. But sorry. I just wanted to say because it's a different debate.
We are
debate
having a
we're having
different
now.
debate, Jack.
No, we are having a debate, but this debate about doing drugs in front of a child and all this carry on going. It's a different debate from.
I don't even think you should really have a 10-year-old in a nightclub, no matter whether they're.
Listen,
performing
I
or
was
whatever.
10 years
You know what I
old.
mean? It's not the right place to be.
I was 10 years old.
If you're doing it as part of an art show, yeah, or something else, that might be classed as different. But if you're in a fucking nightclub in Soho or whatever,
But for me,
I don't know where it was.
me-
I don't know the backstory.
me interrupting Charlie. What I'm
saying
trying to say is
it might not necessarily
debate
be the right
in the-
place for it.
I know about the young kids getting involved with drag, and if they want to, as long as it's safe and it's monitored, I think that's absolutely fine. And I do know about young kids going into nightclubs, which is iffy, but
Iffy? Illegal, isn't it?
not really, because as long as they're not drinking and they're being safeguarded
But
by
they're
the
getting money thrown out
Charlie,
money thrown out by
Charlie,
sexual
Charlie,
charge.
Charlie,
Can I make
Charlie.
my point?
Yeah, but hang on. Let me. What you
Go
just
on,
said.
Jack.
Interrupting.
Go on,
What you just
Let's
said.
speak.
Children in a nightclub. Yeah, there's loads of venues.
What
that
about
for
them? They
me,
say
that
have
for
ID.
me,
What
that
do
for
they
me. I could, same as I say, I couldn't give a fucking shit what you do,
Okay.
as long as you're not disrespecting anyone. Everyone's safe and everything like you're saying. But children in a nightclub, it's still fucking weird. Yes, it's
You have
a,
under
yes,
18 nights.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
but
Yeah,
not
but
with
not
over
with-
18,
not with-
over
Not
45
with people that are over 18
Yeah,
there.
do you know what I
The
mean?
problem
It's
is,
fucking, it's weird.
the problem I have is this. The
It's
problem I have is
weird.
this. Over-sexualisation of children, full stop. Right? I don't know if you know or agree with me. We are run by nonces, yeah? The people that run this...
We're not that late night yet. Hang on.
They are nonsense cases, every
Hang on,
single one
hang
of
on,
them.
hang
Or they let it
If
go
I
on.
could just make the
Yeah.
point that I've been trying to make for the past 20
Yeah,
minutes,
right,
thank you, Jack. Right. We on a gaffer tape.
No, but all I'm trying to
This
say
is my life,
all I'm
Jack!
trying to fucking do is, this is my fucking show. This isn't your life, it's my show.
Oh, shit.
It's my show. All I'm saying is, have you ever seen a child?
Next scene. He's good. Right, leave that on for 5 minutes.
Can you breathe? Yeah,
Right,
keep it
leave
breathe.
that on for 5
You're
minutes.
fine. There you
Just
go.
leave that the fuck there, right? Go. Charlie, what were you saying?
It's been so tiny.
Please look at the camera, Jack.
Just leave it.
Please look at the camera.
Just cut yourself legs.
I can't remember the point.
Who cares anymore?
You were defending a young,
Drag queen.
over-sexualised child in a nightclub
Don't
of
make me sound like the fucking paedophile.
Yeah.
Paedophile sympathisers, what you are, sorry.
I'm not.
I'm joking.
Right.
I'm
No,
joking.
not the case at all.
I'm joking.
Jack, get out of the shop. No.
Go on, Charlie.
I swear to fucking God, you're never coming here again. Swear to fucking God.
Right. defend the club owners' actions is the point.
I'm not defending their actions. I'm just saying, as long as they are safeguarded, if a young person that does drag wants to perform, do you have younger singers, dancers that perform in clubs that are over 18? Yes,
No.
you do.
No.
Yes, you do. So
I've never
you're
seen one.
saying
You
any
shouldn't do.
singer,
You
any singer,
shouldn't do.
any singer
shouldn't
under
do.
the
The only time that was happening was like Sidewinder. Take the
shouldn't do.
Wiley taking
fucking
take.
gaffer taped him. This
do.
isn't
No, don't have a debate with us and then moan when we come back with another point. You
Yeah,
shouldn't
but let
do.
me say the
Can you
point.
imagine how fucking weird it is being on a night out? Imagine on a night out in a club. You're 22 years old and you see a child. And you see a child. And the child's not even performing.
If you said 2 seconds, if you
let's
said
cross-talk.
that the child's been safeguarded, well, let me tell you this now. Some great safeguarding. That child ended up going into this nightclub. Then he's taking ketamine with a drag queen.
Yeah,
Then
yeah,
he's-
you said they acted, and I'm not saying
Listen,
it's
I'm
right.
telling you now, or he's been overexposed to shit. Because this is my whole problem with it.
Sources.
That's what I'm trying to tell you now. The problem I have with this is this. I was 10 years old. I was saying it earlier. I had a girlfriend, yeah, in school, and I was still running away from her. I was still running away from her at lunchtime.
Bullshit.
This is my girlfriend. I see
My
her run away at
point-
lunch. This is what you do. You're not bothered about sex. You only start being bothered
Yeah.
about sex when you are overexposed to it,
My
drilled into
point
your
that I
head.
was making
And we're run by nonsense.
is let's take away the nightclubs, the ketamine.
Wait. Go.
Let's take away the nightclubs, the ketamine, the naked. My point that I was trying to make is, if people find it weird that young people, as young as 11, want to go into drag, that's their choice.
In their own home,
Yeah,
sound.
no, because it's hiding away. It's going, no, that's not appropriate.
It's
If
not
I want to
really-
let my
Let
child,
Charlie complete your
it's
point.
not about I want to dress as a girl. The difference is with drag, and I've watched seasons 1 to 10 of RuPaul's Drag. I love
God
it.
bless you.
I love it. You think the Earth's flat, babe? We can it's sticks and stones.
Charlie. The argument we're having isn't about that. The argument we're having is not about that.
I'm getting penalised as paedophiles.
Charlie, you fucking gaffer tape my mouth. Yeah, my fucking turn to speak. My show. The argument we were having isn't about that. Nightclub, past fucking in the evening, fucking adults there.
I've been quiet. for
Children
ages.
performing on stage.
That's
fucking. I don't care what anyone says. They can do that. Children can dress in drag. Don't give a fuck.
Can I make my
Why
point?
are they performing in a nightclub
Can I
in
make
front of
my
a load
point?
of adults? It's fucking weird.
Can I make
That's
my
the
point?
argument we're having. That's fucking weird.
Jack.
And I'm out.
Take fucking alcohol away from
Sun's very low, brother.
And I'm
Sun's very
out.
low.
And I'm out.
Come on, touch my hand.
I'm out.
Sun's very low.
I need a cigarette. I need a fucking cigarette.
We call time.
Fucking gaffer tape my mouth. This shit. I'm fucking one postcode away from where I live.
You go back in the booth to carry on.
Let's continue without Jack.
We're continuing.
Yeah, we'll do it unless he wants to come back.
I think what Jack's trying to say. The point isn't.
Can I-
Isn't the.
Can I make my point?
No,
I've
you
been
can't.
sitting here
No,
listening to you
you've
talking
had
shit.
19 episodes of this shit. It's now
Okay,
time
go
for
ahead.
me to make
Make your point.
So I think the point, what he's trying to say is, it's not the fact that they're expressing that art form. That's all right, but it's not a fashion show and it's not an art exhibition. It's a nightclub where people go, and what Pricey said at the start, being a DJ knows this, and being someone that frequents nightclubs more than I should do.
You got your own private booth.
I also know that it's quite a sexualised environment. You drink, you go there, you go
Course it
there
is,
to
man.
hook up. You know, even if not, you don't go to a nightclub dressed in your worst gear, do you? You go to
They won't even let you
dress
in.
to make, because it's in a social environment, yeah. So you shouldn't really have a 10-year-old dressed up in full makeup and made out to look sexualised in front of a group of adults.
If we look at no, and I completely agree with what you said. I'm not disagreeing with you at all. I'm not disagreeing with you. But what I'm saying is, it's a platform. Drag is the same as like you know, people starting out doing presenting, doing singing. They need some sort of platform. There is no other platform than in clubs, because that is where the scene is. That is where the scene for drag is. But I completely understand where you're coming from, that it could be dangerous. But I suppose that's where the parents need to be involved. Like, if
the parents need to be involved. Hang on a minute.
But
cut that shit out for a bit.
that person who's going on stage isn't then that person on stage who might be an 11-year-old child.
One thing. Let me tell you something now. I'm not being funny or anything, but I'll be God's honest truth with you. I did this. What happened actually was in jail once.
Just once.
Just once. When I was in the showers, and the man said, the Jim Screw said, he goes, keep an eye on you boys. He goes, 1 out of 10 people's gay. Have a look around you now. You know, you're 30 naked lads, you're like, 1 out of 10.
But just because they're gay don't mean they're going to shag you.
What I'm trying to say to you, what I'm trying to say is the truth. And I remember looking back.
Good point, well made.
And I looked at my school video, first school photo, yeah? Listen to this, and there's only 7 boys or 8 boys in it, yeah? I looked across and 3 of them are gay now, out of 7. And I looked, as well, now some of them I know out of that group, yeah, didn't have dads about. This is God's honest truth. This is only stuff that I observed, yeah? And I don't know if there's a trait. I don't know if there's a trait. It's
just
not being about.
No, but you're gonna point without me making my point, which I've been asking to make for the last 5 minutes. It's my fucking show. I think I should be able to make the fucking point. What do you reckon?
Hold the fucking masking tape, mate. Fucking hell.
How the fuck did you miss that hair?
I know.
He literally skimmed over it. Fucking target.
90 seconds to make the point.
Okay, so my point is, I don't even need 90 seconds. My point is, and I'll make it very clear to everybody in the room how I feel about this. It's not my kid. I don't give a fuck.
What if it was your kid? If your kid come home...
No, but it's not.
No, it's not.
If he did,
it's not.
Come home tomorrow.
100% not my kid.
Sorry, you ain't watched the episode. It's not his kid.
Not my
miniskirt,
kid.
high heels.
I don't care. He can do what the fuck he wants.
What I'm going to say,
but that shit passes
do you know
on to me. It's
do you know
not
what fathers will support?
Country.
Kids come home.
Kids
Kids come home and they say,
Dad,
absolutely.
That's
kids come home crying and they say, Dad, I've mugged someone. Dad, I've beat someone up, and they're laying in a gutter, and I don't know whether I don't know if they're alive or not. Dad, I've slept with this girl, and I don't know whether she consented to it. But kid comes home. No, listen.
No, I'm just.
Listen. I'll get to the point. Okay, but if a kid comes home and say, I want to wear lip gloss and heels, that's not okay.
Because I think that's been programmed into them by society.
Really? I've beat someone and there's a gutter, and I'm not gonna be concerned like something happened. Charlie, go ahead, son. That's great.
Charlie,
no, come on.
What I've been trying to say, if we'd had this debate and it wasn't even about a boy, 10-year-old boy dressing up as a girl in a club, if it had been, and like LT said, and LT nailed it. If this conversation had been about a 10-year-old girl dressed up as a girl, it would have been weird.
American rapper Ja Rule is in the Bahamas with his business partner,
Billy McFarlane.
Is an amazing entrepreneur. He can convince anyone of pretty much anything. They just bought an island. Pablo Escobar's island. Oh my gosh.
We're gonna throw a festival, yeah.
Did anybody see the Fyre Festival documentary?
I haven't seen that.
That was big.
I watched it as it was happening. But
okay. See, I had never heard of it. And I feel blessed for never hearing of it. Because you have to be some fickle motherfucker to have been interested in the Fyre Festival.
When it blew up on social media, there was this thing, Fyre Festival. Fyre spelled Fyre.
Ja Rule.
Oh, sexy.
And Billy,
sexy.
what's his name?
Sexy, mysterious.
Yeah.
Ooh. And they were basically gonna throw a festival. And was it in the Bahamas?
Yeah.
In the Bahamas.
No. They were starting a website.
Or something like that.
And Fyre.
Fyre website.
And
so you could
basically they paid a load of influencers, basically a load of models and high profile people on Instagram to basically just put. Was it orange? Was it orange with
orange
fire?
Fire thing.
And that blew. And that blew up. Well, what's this fire thing?
Everything I've ever said was wrong with people.
Some businessman was going to set up. It was going to be in the Bahamas, so that all blows up, and all the fucking hype happens with that. And the thing is with it, and loads of festival organisers said, they did the hardest thing to do with a festival.
Sold out.
They sold it out. But then they kept on promising things, promising more things, promising all these high profile acts that were coming in.
And
I don't know the music business, but if someone says to you,
No, they
if you
book
play my
they-
if you
they
play
book-
my festival, I'll give you X amount of money. You'll go, yeah, okay then.
So
But
how
you're not
many-
going to get that money.
Sorry, how many
until
festivals did they do?
None.
None.
Literally. But
No,
you
that was
you
the
get
story.
paid as the artist. You'll get paid the money after you played at the festival.
So what happened was the island that they had, they claimed they bought the island. They didn't.
No.
It was owned by somebody.
This
They
is
did-
basically
It was legit at first, but it was legitimate until the point where it wasn't legitimate.
I think they just didn't know how to.
No. Shall I tell you what it was? This was perfect. Like
When was the festival meant to run? When was it meant to?
2017.
in the summer.
But the concept, everything, genius. Everything about it was genius because it just tapped into social media. Absolutely.
Music festival, Drake, all those artists coming
No,
through.
but
Bahamas, sun, sand, yachts, beautiful
All the
women
ballers are
on
going out,
on the
yeah.
beach. You're paying all the money, so you got all the fucking white rich kids from America who got all their trust funds paying money to go and all that shit. But then when it comes down to the brass tacks, when they're like this, okay then, they've all paid this money, we've said we're going to put this on, how do we do it? And someone goes, oh, actually, I'm not quite sure, how are we going to do it?
I don't even think
How many people we got coming? 10,000. Sorry, 10,000. There is literally not enough room on the island that you've got to put 10,000 people. But on the Pablo Escobar thing, they had the rights to use the island,
but
on
they
the basis that they're not going to sell where the festival is. That it's Pablo Escobar's island.
So on the flip side,
that's what fucks
yeah,
up.
no. So what on the flip side?
First strike.
What messed up was
First drink in the hour.
What messed up was they decided to put this on, and they could have. If they didn't
know how to put it on.
if they didn't decide they wanted to be a part of it, they wanted to be ballers. They wanted to live that life.
They wanted to be the ones that put it on.
They didn't want the festival to happen and then live that life. They wanted to live that life while the festival was happening.
So
and
basically,
like,
what was happening?
You were so backwards from that.
A lot of the money they were getting at the start from ticket sales and stuff. They were already spending on selling it even more.
Yep.
At one point, they had a guy in that was helping and organising it, and they had to move onto another island, a bigger island. And they were saying about, okay, what accommodation where people are living. And they'd sold all of these private lodges for like $5,000. And the guy went, there is not enough accommodation on the island for you to put that on for everyone. You're going to have to put people in tents. They're like, okay, then we'll do that. The guy camped out in a tent one night with his missus, come back and went, we can't do that. Why not?
Then
because it's so hot, so many mosquitoes, it's so uncomfortable, we can't do it. And the guy's idea was, right, we'll still run the festival, we'll get a cruise ship, and the cruise ship will be in the bay.
That's not a bad idea.
People stay on the cruise ship, and then they come across and party on the island.
Yeah.
No, we're a solution-based organisation. You're coming at us with a problem. So I think it's time that you leave.
So basically, that goes back to what.
So then that guy,
They got somebody else in.
Yeah.
And that was one of the head guy's friends that he goes to the Bahamas all the time. So he knew the infrastructure. For me, it was a lesson of greed over producing stuff. It was like
supply and demand.
But if they had
set the product before you've got it, they're selling the product.
But if they did it,
doesn't that come down to as well people just being a bit stupid?
Yes, absolutely.
It's greedy as well. It's greedy.
I think that's the most
absolutely. But that's what they tapped into, which I think was genius. And they had influencers like we need those.
Jesus.
They had Kendall Jenner?
Kendall Jenner, yeah. It was all that.
She posted something.
How much she charged?
Wait. She got 250,000 for posting about Fyre Festival.
On that influencer bit, the guy, I think Billy, I can't remember his name, but Billy, the guy that headed it up, Billy McFarlane, he'd made his money selling this exclusive pass, this exclusive credit card that you could get, and it was in New York.
He didn't make any money.
And this Magnesis, and this card would get you access to loads of high-profile celebrities. So they say that at the start of it, but it didn't. It didn't do that. And then people that did it realised, hang on a minute, I've got this card.
Shit for this one.
But these people have got so much money.
It's boys, people's in a like social media ego.
No, but the reality is, so now he did that festival to fund that shit.
Right, yeah.
Because his credit card, he has to pay the policy, you know what I mean? So exactly.
You get an investor, I've got this festival,
but someone's always missing out at the end of it.
Say to an investor, I've booked Drake for this festival in the Bahamas. This guy's got more money to knows what to do. Okay, I'll give you 3 million.
I can't believe you haven't got to pay. I can't believe you haven't got to pay deposit for artists. That's
I'm with you. I think
can't
that's
believe that.
ridiculous. I don't.
Could you imagine if it
Glastonbury, anything. They do not say. They do not book an act for Glastonbury and say, "Do you want to come?" Just pay me after.
Glastonbury.
Doesn't happen.
Yeah, but I'm not on about.
No, but they probably
If
did.
you're saying you've got, hang on a minute. Oh, look at that! The control in the room. That was amazing.
Fuck is she think she is? What the fuck?
Hang on a minute.
Go on, carry on.
Charlie's garage.
No, but
Charlie says. Go on.
Oh, I'm not playing.
Have you seen the mug you're drinking from
Damn it, come take my mic off. I don't want to play it.
Right, Kendall, calm down.
We'll get it somewhere.
The guy that told them you can't do it here, we haven't got enough toilet stuff, and they sacked him. They then brought in Andy, who was going to, and he's a homosexual guy, and he was going to coordinate the stuff. And then it got to a point where they've had trucks of water. They couldn't get through customs, and they phoned him up and said,
Yo, Andy,
It's
Andy,
vocal.
Andy. Yes. Andy. The water's coming in. You need to take one for the team. You need to take one for the team.
No, the water was in.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
The
The water's coming to customs. It's in the harbour. We need to get the water in. You need to get the Evian water in. You need to get the Evian. 5,000 bottles. You need to get in. What do you need from me? You need to take one for the team, man. You need to go down. You need to suck his dick. Sorry.
This is real, isn't it?
This is real.
Yeah, this is real. You take one for the team. We're doing it for Fyre Festival. We need to do it. Then he sits there, and I'm watching. I remember watching. Thinking, this is a fucking.
That was the most honest shit.
This is a piss take. And then the guy goes, slap the cameras in front of me. Goes, I went back to my hotel room.
Took a shower.
Had a shower.
Had some mouthwash.
Had some mouthwash. Left my hotel, fully ready to suck a guy's dick.
Oh shit!
He didn't have to, but he was willing to. He was ready.
The audacity of audacity.
Hi, I'm Melanie.
And I'm Scotty-O.
With Ecstatic Hearts Tantra. And we just want to share that there are many ways to orgasm. You don't actually have to be having sex. You can orgasm just from hugging.
Yes, apparently sexual orgasms is not the only way you can get orgasms. You can get them now through just hugging people.
Well, interestingly, I saw a woman the other day whose life's ruined on the telly because she has something like 200 orgasms a day. And her life's literally ruined.
She's to tell her love out.
Do you know what?
Tracy, I told you not to talk about her shit in public.
Listen, what's your lot of that?
See, the bloke, exactly the same though. The bloke he was on Facebook, and he ejaculates probably about 50 times a day, so he's out doing his shopping. I feel so sorry for him, because he's out doing his shopping, he's just picking up a bit of broccoli, and then he goes, oh, crunkle.
If you do that, do you reckon they're wearing some like adult Pampers or something?
You have to be.
They're wearing some padding in their pants. You know what I mean?
You're gonna have to be.
Yeah, but after like 11 a.m, there's gonna be nothing left.
But that's
gonna be dry.
But that's when it's not even fun anymore. Because he's just ejaculating nothing.
Yeah, it's
like
dust. It's literally nothing.
How quickly did you reload them?
Nothing. It's nothing.
Can't reload itself that quickly, surely. Surely not.
So you have all the sensation without the release. That's when it's like
worse.
it's gonna hurt. That's
as a female,
what's that
being
noise?
curious.
I can't replicate it.
So just saying as a
female being and I know this is a really weird question, being curious about the male anatomy, but when you've got nothing left, so you're Sahara Desert dry and it wants to come out.
Yeah.
I mean, you're very PG.
Sahara Desert.
It's like when you're sick and you've got nothing left.
Yeah, and you know when you get,
but
that's the worst kind of sick. That's the worst kind of sick.
That's the worst kind of sick.
Heaving nothing.
That's when the veins start popping out.
There's not that.
A little tear come down.
So is it like penis bile?
Yes.
No, but there's still not the sensation of trying to force it out. There's still the a little bit. There's still that bit there.
Nice.
He's fire blank.
But it might not be. It might not be a blank. It might not be a blank. There might be that strong swimmer that's in there. It's like,
my turn.
Fucking get there. Baby Fields coming through, motherfucker. That's one solo swimmer. That's like, yeah, no, it's not racing anyone. So it's not racing anyone. It's relaxed. It's thinking, ain't no one else here. If I fucking do this properly, I'm there. I'm fertilising that fucking egg. I'm there.
It's my
I'm there.
time. This is my time.
This is my moment.
Is that like the new form of contraception? Like men just wank until they literally can't do it anymore. It's like, right, I'm ready and we are fine.
I think you should
start
a campaign.
What kind of some sex ninja training are you fucking doing?
Basically,
some samurai shit are you doing that you can hug your missus and go. All I'm saying is,
the tables have turned. Hang on.
You got to be doing something, but he's just like this. Yeah. So what I'm saying about this guy is, this guy cannot get it up.
Bless her. I think she's a very lovely girlfriend / wife, but I think she's just gone, yeah, we'll go with it. Oh, this is really, it's so good, honey.
Why was it her idea? Why was it not her idea? I think it was more her than him.
No, I think it was his idea. Because Dimitri at work smashing
I
her
don't think
back
any
doors
of them
in.
come up with it one day. I think
he can't get it up.
I think he was one of these.
So he's like, oh,
we've introduced a new character, Dimitri.
I've found a way that we can both reach climax just by hugging. She's
no,
like,
I think he was. Yeah.
In her head she's going, Dimitri's going to give me some of that good set and set.
I think he was one of these blokes. So I think he was one of these blokes that gets down to business, gets too excited before anything has even happened. It goes kaput, and she was just too polite to say, "Is that it?" So she went, "Oh, me too," and they just carried on. and it just carried on.
The biggest
They turned into. You know what? We don't even need to fuck. We just hug.
He thought he found his soulmate. She's sitting there pissed. Like, why did I go
You just felt that spark.
I'm just going up and say, no, I want dick.
Dama, do you remember when you said about, I'm thinking about having a late night show? I think this
is what happens.
Oh yeah, this is what's evolved.
You have to blur
the filter comes off.
The filter comes out.
Apparently.
Oh.
So you guys have all been on Fake Garage before.
Yeah.
What has it been like since you've been on, like?
I keep getting people coming up in the street and asking for my autograph. Yeah. That was bound to happen. Standard.
Alright, don't take the fucking piss, mate. Yeah.
I'll be really soppy and say, I love what you've all done here. It's been a pleasure being here.
Sounds like Dama on his stag day.
Listen, man. We can't do private jokes, guys.
I'm sorry. He got it.
Those 80 viewers that are watching, they're going to get that joke, aren't they?
All this time.
70 of them.
82 viewers, mate.
No, it's literally, honestly, like, from what I got showed from the first pictures of this, when it was nothing, and then what the works have been put into it.
How was it felt, what, you two coming on? You were literally the first? Were you the first?
So I remember seeing Dama was setting up the garage. I remember seeing on Instagram. Me and Dama met on someone's stag do a couple of years ago, about 4 years ago.
This week, actually.
4 years ago, we met at a stag do at Bratislava. We met there. And one of my everlasting memories of Dama, to be fair, it's quite shocking I can remember anything, because I just remember being drunk for about 99% of the time we were there. But I remember just sitting in this fucking sports bar, and we were in a booth, and we had a TV screen watching the Premier League games on a Saturday. And we were all absolutely steaming, drinking these massive pitchers of beer. We're all having this conversation, and Dama's trying to get his point in, and all we can hear from Dama is, "Guys, listen! Guys, listen! Guys, listen! Listen! Guys, listen!" I've heard
I don't think you're listening.
He's been saying for a while, and then he goes, "Dama trying to say something." And we're hearing that from him, and then we've spoken stuff, and then I've seen him on other nights out from that. And then I remember seeing that he's been setting up his studio, and he's going to have, like, I think he put the old video of just the microphones in. I think it was in his dining room on there, like, Applewood, it's the future and all that kind of thing. And then I remember I got a text from him, like, I'm setting up at Applewood, really want to get you involved, get in podcasts and stuff like that. I was like, nah, mate, you're mugging me off here, taking the piss. You're taking the piss out of me. Nah, whenever I've been with you and all those drunk conversations you have with all your mates and stuff, you have points to make, you've always got something to say, so I think it'll be entertaining, I want to get you involved. So I came down, got involved. we did some screen tests or whatever it is, photo shoots. We sat looking like a sack of shit. But yeah, and then we did that, and then me and Steph met before you guys went on Damn Stag Do. We met from there, and then we got together again, and it was sort of like. It sounds like a bit of a bromance we're talking. And then the way me and Steph
we just connected so deep. It was
bounce off on each other, like chatting shit. Basically, me and Steph chatting shit about current events, what's gone on in the news that week. It worked well, so we were like, oh, we'll have a show together. So we had some ideas for some of the ideas for the name of the show. What was it? Light and Dark. Yes. Black Light.
You sound like a DC comic.
Black Light. Oh my god, no. Black Light.
To the rescue.
And then, the other one we couldn't have because someone had already trademarked it was Half Cast. That's it,
I think I've seen that as well.
I've been called Half Cast before, man, so like, yeah, you want me calling that, but yeah. So then we started from there, and then it just sort of barrel rolled from there. I think.
What, you're not half cast?
Quarter cast.
Right, cool.
If you're on those racism vibes,
Touch me, Jack. Don't even have
I'm dual heritage.
There are people who are offended by half caste.
Yes.
Because a
I know.
caste system involves
Caste.
hierarchy.
Yeah.
So which caste is the higher one? The black or the white one?
Mm.
Oh.
So
And
dual
and
heritage.
the whole
Mixed race.
So, wait, people,
apparently
that was
apparently
white
people
person
now
getting it.
mixed
You
race.
see that?
Mixed race.
He's an ally. He's an ally.
Like you say, like mixed race.
got it,
Mixed
yeah.
race. Mixed race. I'm like, yeah,
Can't
cool.
even
But
say mixed race
that-
anymore though. It's biracial. I don't know why.
I
But
thought
you
it was
can't.
dual heritage.
Dual heritage.
Dual heritage.
Really?
Nobody even knows
Where
anymore.
are we?
But like sort of on,
heritage.
I still call them mongrels.
if we talk about
Can someone put a disclaimer on this camera?
Jack, you know the disclaimer, man.
Mongrels. Can you please do a disclaimer? 'Cause
I find that really offensive. You know what I'm saying?
But sort
Good.
of, talking about like when we say about half caste and stuff, because I remember being at school and kids would say to me, "Oh, you're half caste, aren't you?" And you'd be like, "No, don't really know." But then it's sort of like
How poor were they at
that sort of-
conversating?
but no,
You're half
but
caste.
Views by Jack and Nikki this evening
enriched-
are not supported by Applewood.
Fucking-
We'll let him continue.
languages, that half caste thing. Like, oh, what are you? Half caste.
I just-
So, hang on a minute, like, I think it's that half bit. The most offensive thing about that
Is
for
the
me
half,
is
yeah, you're
the
not
half bit is like,
something.
what do you mean?
Yeah.
Half what?
I'm not being funny, yeah, but you're a fucking sausage if you get offended by that.
I think it's how it's said as well, isn't it? If you're just
Yeah.
saying like, "Oh, are you half caste?" Like that's if you're saying you mongrel half caste, you know what I mean? Like,
You
But then
bloody
even-
mud
even-
blood.
even-
Mud blood.
I'm more offended by that.
Daywalkers.
But there's so much what the old saying goes, isn't it? Sticks and stones can hurt my bones, but words could never hurt me. Yes, okay then. But there's so much involved with language that if you keep saying one thing and normalise it to a point where everyone thinks it's okay, but then the reason they're saying that thing, you don't even know the reason they're saying that thing. The N-word. We're talking about the N-word and all that kind of thing. Yeah. Oh, the black guys are saying it, so it's okay. Yes, but the origins of that word are from people owning other human beings, and they're calling them that word. And the reason black people are saying it now is because you know what? Fuck the people that used to own us. We're going to own that word now. Yeah, but they're all saying it. It's fine. No, fuck you.
But the
You can't
reality,
say
the
that.
reality
This
is
segment was about how has it been since you last were on the show?
we just gone.
How do we
Once
know what's
again,
Yeah.
hijacked it.
Hi.
I
No, not you.
Are we
actually.
gonna?
you and Dan were going way back.
Too
You
long.
go back longer than you care to remember.
Too
I
long.
thought we were talking about our love story.
I'm sorry.
It's not always
There was
about
there was somebody before you, Jet.
It is when you're on fake camera.
Okay.
You're my show, motherfucker.
Yeah, but it's been a beautiful
I'm
thing
gonna
to
miss
watch.
this, man. I'm gonna miss this. Are you gonna come back to the people?
Yeah,
That's the question.
are you coming back
Are
for
you
like
coming back to the
episodes
people?
or what then?
Are we recording?
I don't know, but that was the
We've been
best
doing
sign
this too long.
Are we recording?
All right.
Action.
Okay, so my story goes a long way back.
You ain't talking about damn, I know it cares.
It's a long way back because
Kofi.
me and Kofi.
What?
we
Sell some medicine, bitches.
We used to sit around and have these conversations constantly. That's what we did. We've never sat around and had just a casual conversation.
I don't think I've ever had a standard conversation with you.
We've always gone into something deep.
Can I interrupt you?
No.
Can I interrupt you? 2 seconds.
No.
Asking.
I said no.
Because I think that's what you're saying. You're saying those conversations you had, like and stuff. I think for me, and that's probably where Dammer realised when he's probably seen me, and I think it's probably when Dammer's come round and we watched the boxing at my house, and it's been me and all the lads watching the boxing. It's me just putting rights to the world, pissed out of my mind, waiting for that ding ding ding, ready to rumble. Before that, Dammer's looking at going. Yeah, he's chatting shit there.
Yeah.
It's quite entertaining.
He kind of fits
You
in
can
what...
market this chat.
Look at this on film, so I think that's what it comes
No,
to.
but no, the reality is...
I just don't look like a terrorist.
Who? Him.
Jack, so...
It's like,
That's
it's controversy, isn't it? It's going to get some views.
That's racist.
Good or bad, you're going to get some views.
That's not.
So basically, we sat down about 5 years ago? Probably about 5 years ago, and we were having conversations and we're talking.
Wanted to do reviews.
Yeah, and we're like, we need to put this on camera.
So is that where it stems from?
That's where it stems
from.
from.
You two
been
having
that long,
an
but
idea.
5 years
Just having a conversation.
Do you remember we did one episode trying to review something?
Do you ever try it?
Eh?
Did you ever try it in anything? Before this?
The Father's episode. That was
We did it
when we.
okay.
That's when we started.
Okay, maybe not trying it out before. Yeah, before.
Well, I think
That's
what
when
happened is,
we started.
I think what happened is when Dammer set up the studio in Applewood Studios, he had his ideas for shows and stuff, and he had his idea, like me having a show. I remember saying to him, "What do you want your show to be? What do you want to do?" I was like, "Oh, maybe me just chatting shit about whatever." But then I think Steph came around and we sat and we did something together. It was like this. To be fair, this actually just works. Even if no one watches it, for us it is, and Dammer watching it, and that chair that's in the corner of the room, there's no one sat in it, but that's the audience. It works at a level. It's because sort of us chatting shit about us chatting shit on camera about what's gone on in the week. Even if people haven't heard about it, we probably I don't know how we managed to do it, but we explain what's happened. We chat shit about it, and then we take the piss, and then we move on, and we go on to the next thing. So I think that's how it works.
I think
the chemistry like between us, it works and stuff as well.
The best explanation I've had was from my cousin Darren. He was like, it's naivety versus cynicism.
I can fuck with that.
And I was like, that is absolutely the show.
On a serious question.
It's like, he's like, we need to do this. I was like, fuck that shit, man. We ain't gonna get it. And
so on the naivety versus cynicism, I'm 29 years old. How old are you? Oh shit.
I'm 40.
Oh my god, Steph's that old.
I am 40.
So it's that. So me in 10 years, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, you were like, fuck it too.
And even now, you even know, right? Even when you talk about the Brexit word, I'll just go. Sick of it.
On a serious note, yeah, because I don't even know the answer to this yet. I'm asking now. What is next for Fake Garage and Applewood, and what's going on now? Like,
so
if this is the last episode, is it technically then?
It's the end of Fake Garage now, as it is. But we've had the end of Fake Garage. Which camera?
You
got three now.
It's the end of Fake Garage now, as we know it. But we've had the end of Fake Garage before, haven't we?
This is not.
Haven't we?
This is not a second sport closing down sale, right? This is.
We know how long those.
This is it. But we're gonna go different angles.
Blue Sky, progressing,
so
evolving.
We'll still be seeing you on the screens.
We're talking comedy sketches.
Oh, loved it.
What people don't get from what we're doing.
Don't promise stuff.
What people don't get.
Never make promises.
Promise it.
What people don't get.
It's happening.
Is Fyre Festival all over again.
Yeah, exactly. What people don't get is. Can I say my fucking point?
Send us £15 a month. Patreons. Send us £15 a month.
Get it. What people don't get is this is satire. So even the subjects we're talking about that's deep to people, we're still using satire. It's still jokes. We're still making jokes.
Well, no one's going to kill each other afterwards, are they?
They don't get it.
I don't know, I'm not home yet.
So I'm saying we move more towards doing sketches and things like that, showing the comedy that we do, rather than I'm not that big an arsehole. Okay, that other people see on screen.
I beg to fucking differ.
No, you are an arsehole.
Yeah, you are an arsehole.
Is he that?
All I'm gonna say is where's Fake Garage going?
I love you guys.
Where's Fake Garage going? Where's Fake Garage going? people that are training for marathons recording videos of them running, we're fucking coming for you. We are coming for you. No one cares. Raise money for charities and run for fucking 5 hours. Great, brilliant. I don't want to see you training about it. No one cares. It's me running down the road.
Jack, you need to calm
With
the
my
fuck
water
down.
bottle, it costs £18.
you need to go for
I
a
get
job.
the same bottle. For
It's got some nice chilled
Wait,
out
listen,
job.
if he's telling you need to sort your life out.
You need-
bro.
That's
Pay attention.
right. I was alright.
Pay attention.
Here's me running down the road. I used to walk
Anyway,
down.
off our
What do you mean
subject.
used to walk down?
Off our subjects.
That's a street, you idiot.
Off our subjects, we'll all guess on here. Well, these guys will guess on here. What's your experience from being on the show? Where did it take you? Did it elevate your life like we hoped it would?
So I'm now known as Tinder Girl, which is fantastic. You know, I was nobody before that, so I'll take it. It's
Literally, the day after you came, I was like, Tinder Girl was cool.
fine. Thanks.
Cameron.
My name is Charlie Marks.
To be fair, that was
And
before,
I am Charlie Marks.
That was before Damo had the
On
graphics.
Tinder.
So usually it would have been Charlie Marks.
Exactly.
It was just
So what
Tinder.
happened with your experience from that?
Did you get more swipes? That's what we
Did you
want.
get more swipes?
I was deleted from Tinder.
Hang on,
Whoa.
what was the experience from it? So hang on, what
I'll
Tinder?
tell you if you let me
But
talk to you.
I'm letting you build up to it. So, Tinder, you're not doing Tinder now. What's happening?
Sorry, is it my go?
Oh, wow.
I'm joking.
Oh.
Charlie, own it.
Oh.
Own it.
Sip
I'm
your drink,
joking,
motherfucker.
Jack.
Just sip your drink.
Swap cups.
Hey, you don't see fucking.
Is it the twat one?
Okay, so
Go ahead, Charlie.
More drinking.
Oh shit.
So when I recorded the episode,
What is in there?
I was actually seeing someone at that point.
Was you?
Yeah, very, very briefly. We've been dating for about
What did he think about
6
seeing
weeks.
it up?
Well, I'm
Don't
going
undersell
to
it.
tell you.
Don't undersell it, Charlie.
So we were seeing each other, but I'd said at this point, I said I'm appearing on my friend's show. We're going to talk about, because we met on Tinder. Going to talk about Tinder, how it works, you know, good dates, bad dates, where online dating is going. But what I'd done for the programme is, because we wanted to see what kind of messages we got, so for about 3 weeks before... is that not the right term?
It just makes us feel more official than we are.
The programme...
I'm coming up next on BBC Three. It's the
For
fake
about-
garage.
Oh, we're gonna get the money shot.
For about
Got a
3
minute on the tank, goddammit.
Right.
For about 3 weeks before, I thought, right, what I'll do is I'll just swipe right on everyone to see what I get back. So, you know, people send some smut. Anyway, so my person that I was seeing, my interest at that point, went out on a night out with a lot of single friends. There's about 20 of them. And he said, I'm seeing this girl called Charlie. Showed them my picture and they all went, we've all matched her. It then ended very quickly and not in a very nice way. I tried to explain my situation. But I would like to say on camera that I'm very happy I've met someone not through Tinder and I've got a boyfriend and Tinder doesn't work, so fuck you all.
Moral of the story is, fuck Tinder.
Fuck Tinder.
That was literally what I was saying on the show, though, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Just
and
meet
you're
somebody.
right.
How long we got there?
Charlie's talked about her
Charlie's drunk.
fake garage story.
Experience.
Fake garage experience. Pricey.
How was yours,
It's not even asking what's your fake garage experience. What's been going on since last time we played on fake garage?
Well, how was our fake garage video, Dan? Look, it's done alright, isn't it?
Yours is the most viewed.
Yes.
It's the most viewed one that hasn't been.
Because I talk a lot of shit, but my fake garage experience.
On your
It's been a blessing.
Get the people going.
It's been a blessing being invited to come here,
Trust
and
me,
it's been a
bro.
blessing to help people. Any of you that have actually helped understand that we don't live on a spinning ball, that we are run by nonsense.
We don't understand that, Pricey.
Pricey.
Nobody cares.
Pricey,
Just
but on
answer the fucking question.
Pricey,
man.
It's been great. It's been
But then
beautiful.
on when you appeared and it was me, you, Steph, and Mishak. On that, like sat talking to you, you have very valued and very wild opinions on what's going on in the world. But what for me, that said to me what me and Steph are doing. I don't even know what it is. But having you got with us talking about what you think's going on, what you think's happening, I was genuinely really worried before coming, thinking, Jesus Christ, he's going to come in, it's going to be me and Steph going, yeah, really. But what happened, really what happened is...
You converted him. That's what happened.
Tell me how.
No. I've always been a critical thinker.
I didn't get so much
always
last
really.
time, man.
Always have.
You get too much of the
What happens is you're bored and then you're brainwashed.
You're the lizard people.
No, you're bored and
Steph
then
knows
you're
already. I'm already a critical thinker about it. Yeah. But some of the wild shit you were coming at us with, it's like, oh. And I think...
They put you out, you come...
Shouts to a dumber with the old editing, doing the trailers, but that bit where it's sort of... but the edge. The edge. Steph goes like this. you don't say anything, and then Misha goes, it's not what you think. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, it's... I had someone at work ripping the piss out of me all the time because from that little clip that happened then, I go, the science works for me. If you have a ping pong ball, and it is. I remember walking into work a week after
It was Phil.
It was Phil, yeah. Phil's retired. Phil's...
He don't give a fuck. I love Phil. Phil's my
Shout out Phil Banks.
Phil, if you're listening, bruv, we love you.
Okay, I'm standing there. It's fucking 8:45 in the morning. We're going to train a course together. I'm making my tea. Standing there. Oh, you alright, Phil? Is it? Oh, yeah, cool. He goes, Jack, I'm like, what? Oh, do you know what? What? What's going on? The science works for me on a level. I haven't clicked yet. Already. I'm like, no, what do you mean? If we're on a little... Oh, yeah.
Ping pong.
Yeah, okay, Phil. Thank you. Cheers for that, Phil. How are you taking the piss out of me for thinking the whole thing? Price is going to go, because that's what's going on. It's conditioned. But what I liked about it is we had that episode, and to be fair, me and Steph had baited you. We baited Flat Earthers for... People weren't even watching, but we baited, didn't we?
Greatest motherfucker day of the game.
I was a little bit worried because I thought if someone comes in and we do it, it's gonna be battle shouting over each other. Later on, it escalated and stuff because a lot of drinking.
No, it didn't. We were talking about other shit.
We had a very good conversation about what's going on in the world. We had the conversation about is the
dinosaurs as well.
Dinosaurs started off with that, and that's what.
Remember that one?
For me, that episode for me, I thought, okay, if I can sit there and do that and chair as Steph did, like that fucking conversation, we could get anyone else in chatting.
I'll give that to you as well. Bravest person to ever come in this studio, I think.
I remember every time I said, because I remember when we started out, when we started, it was we'll get Pricey, and it's no, it's not going to do it.
I don't give a fuck, mate. I literally don't give a fuck.
Can we do outros?
Let's have a cheers.
Nothing but
I want to drink in mine.
Well, there's not a drink to come yet.
That's for you.
Let him open it.
What is this?
I want to taste
I don't
it.
even know what it is.
Pussy old
If it's in here, we're drinking it.
It's basically...
Jack, we've got to work tomorrow.
Calm the fuck down.
Oh my god.
Steph moved his legs. How? Steph moved his legs. Steph moved his legs. Steph moved his legs.
Steph moved his leg. It's Steph's fault.
I love that.
What's up, brother?
We're going to be doing things in between, going to get shows and stuff, but for
Stop
Fake Garage
promising
right
shit.
now, Fake Garage is done for now.
promising shit.
Thank all you guys for watching. Thank you for your support.
Yeah, none of you are my son or my daughter.
Subscribe,
I don't care, mate.
subscribe.
Episode 20.
Go ahead.
So I think they're on their 20th episode right now. Jack's choking. It's alright, like he does most Saturdays.
Oh! Wednesdays.
It's alright, it's fine, I'm on 12.
I forgot.
These guys have done amazing over the past 20 episodes, so big shout.
You guys are killing it, man.
Big shout out to Jack and Steph. Big shout out
Shout out
to
to
Jack
Sarah for letting Dara doing shit as well. Come on.
Damn, you've killed this, man.
I think...
So, thank you to you guys coming in tonight.
Yeah, it's been great.
On the
I want to thank every viewer that is
Viewed,
clicked,
subscribed,
shared, subscribed,
Shout
been a
out
part
to-
of this, enjoyed it, whatever. So thank you
Why
to...
are we so compressed in his fucking
Jack on the chair, mate.
I'm trying to do a fucking outro. What?
You want to swap?
Sit on the fucking sit on the arm.
No, it's not.
No, Eddie, if you
don't
care, you'll see that, alright?
The builder of Applewood.
You've got a problem
deserves
with
to be in this, yeah?
You need to give props
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Eddie for building.
Yeah, big up to Eddie for
big up,
ripping
man.
this up.
Right,
Big up,
hey,
man.
Okay,
let's do it.
Can we do it?
Right, let's do
Right,
it.
man.
So thank you to the guests that come here tonight. Pricey, Charlie, LT. Then we've got Eddie here. Built this
Yeah,
shit,
man.
didn't you?
From the ground up.
Hands down, mate.
Thank you for coming.
Rounds up.
And shout out to Dammer.
Yeah, damn.
Shout out to DJ.
Paid for this shit. It's in his area.
Run this shit.
We're gonna say addresses because of all those people that.
All we'll say is it's a garage and it's fake.
Big up to Tracy in the house.
Big up to Tracy.
Tracy.
Super awesome. big up, super awesome. That kind of thing.
Anyway,
So-
we want to thank our viewers. Thank everybody that subscribed, shared, liked this shit, watched this shit. Because all we're doing is just talking shit.
Chatting shit.
And you liked it.
Subscribe, like, do your thing, man. Keep it moving.
We'll be
man.
back.
This is a movement.
Is
It's
there
not
a top of
stopping.
the screen?
We'll be back.
Up there. It's up there.
We'll be back.
The new sofa.
We'll be back. What's that in there? It's not okay with that.
Wrap it up, Steph.
No, he needs to wrap up with that. That there right there is the end of this
Thank
shit.
you very much. This is a nice round of applause for the characters.
Yeah. Guys, thank you for watching Fake Garage Season 1.
Episode 20. We done. We out.
Finished. We're over. It's gone.
And cut.
Are we going to come back? 'Cause no
Are
one-
we really done?
Wait, no one's watching.
Shit, we'll be back.
I sounded like no one's watching.
No one's watching. Don't cry, man. We'll be back. Man, fuck it. We'll be back.
Yeah. What, for the 20 people that watch every week?
I love them 20 people. We'll be back.
And the people that Dammer gets WhatsApp messages.
You're hating on yourself right now.
I'm not-
Right, you're just
I'm
killing
not
our
hating
views.
on myself. I'm being realist. You're telling me I'm a cynicist?
I'm supposed to be the cynicist.
What are we going to do when we
I'm
come back?
supposed to be...
What are we going to do when we come back?
Naivety versus
What are we
cynicism.
going to do when we come back?
And
What are we going to do when we come back? Sell houses? What are we going to do?
we will...
Bargain garage. What are we
We'll
going to do?
sell babies, man. Fuck it.
Oh, shit. That's dark web shit. It's dark web shit.